Okay, Assalamualaikum. For this video, we will cover on the topic 3, which is curve and NURBS. Alright, so basically for this topic, they explain on advanced modeling technique. So usually, mostly suit for curve or wire-like structure that would prove tricky to model unlike a straight polygon mesh. So basically it have 4 types. The first one is a metaball, curve, spin, and NURBS. Right, so what's the difference between these 4? Okay, the first one is a metaball. So basically metaball used for modeling liquid objects such as mud, squishing into other in order to make new shape. And the second one is a curve, useful for modeling wire, especially of bendable varieties. And the third one is spin editing, useful for modeling circular form. And the last one is a NURBS, or it's a stand for non-uniform rational basis spline. So for this one, useful for accurate modeling of curved surface. Okay, so for this part, I'm going to touch on the first one, which is metaball. Okay, to insert or to add metaball, okay, so as usual, you need to open Blender. So I'm going to delete this one by pressing X or delete key. Alright, and you can click on add here or Shift A. So it's the same thing. So under mesh, curve, surface, and metaball tags, so you can see the function metaball here. It consists of 5 different types. The first one is ball, the second one is capsule, plane, ellipsoid, and cube. Alright, so we click the first one, ball. Okay, so if you can see here, they got 2 circles. Okay, the first circle is for the object, and the other circle is actually for the selection circle. So it means that if you are going to add another metaball, if you want to select this one, you need to click the outer circle. Okay, so I'm going to add view. I change to front view and front auto. So this is our first object, ball. Okay, the second one is I'm going to add metaball, capsule. So it's look different from the first one. And the third one, metaball, plane. Alright, so what's the difference between capsule and plane? You need to turn so that you can see the object size is different. Okay, okay, we add another metaball. Okay, add metaball, and this one is ellipsoid, so it's look like a ellipse shape. Okay, and the last one is cube. Right, so I'm going to move this. Okay, so these all the metaball. So if you can see, each of the object have 2 circle line. Okay, so if you want to select this one, what you need to do is for now all is selected. Okay, I'm pressing A to unselect. So let's see, if I want to select the second one, which is the capsule, what I need to do, if I click on the metaball, the metaball, so it will automatically select the whole object. Alright, so to select this object only, you can right click on the base outer line. Okay, so then you can move anywhere, or you can scale or anything lah if you want to, okay, what you want to do. All right, so for example this one, okay, click out the line, then you can see you can move or scale. So okay, all right, so for this one, this is the property for the Metaball. Okay, and if I click here, okay, you can see the Metaball 001. You can rename each of the Metaball, and for this part is the setting for our Metaball. Okay, so under resolution, basically this one is to affect the smoothness of the meta object. So okay, you can adjust to give the increased number means you cannot see the object. So if you reduce, then you can see the actual object. So the maximum number is infinity. All right, so you can click this triangle or you can mouse over and drag to the left or right. Okay, so the next one is the threshold. For this one, this will affect the overall influence of the meta object. Okay, so basically for this one, for Metaball is a liquid type. Okay, so you can adjust the threshold. The value is the 0, the minimum, and the maximum is 10. So okay, maybe we can type the default one. Okay, alright, so that one is what is a Metaball. Okay, so other than that, usually for other mesh, they have their own edit mode. Same goes to the Metaball, but this one is a bit different from the other mesh. Okay, so if I click edit mode here, so you can see the object with green and pink color here. Okay, so for the pink color is actually to select. Okay, if you want to resize, you can press S and then make it object smaller, bigger lah. Okay, but as you can see here, when you resize, the size, the new size is not over than the red line. Okay, so if you click, there are additional, which is in here. You can see active element for the Metaball, so you can adjust the stiffness here. Okay, alright, so let's go back to the object mode. Okay, so I'm going to delete the whole thing. So press A, delete. Okay, so I'm going to add the first ball. Okay, if you go to edit mode, right, you can enlarge scale, or if you want to grab, then you can click and move the object lah. Okay, press G to move object to anywhere. Alright, so as I mentioned before, if you scale it larger, the object cannot over than the red line. Okay, so for this one, if you adjust the number for the stiffness, this is define the object, and with the the red line. Okay, so the higher number means the green line is closer to the red line. Okay, if you put the value lower, so you can see it's far for the our red line lah. Okay, so let's say if I'm going to add I'm going back to the object mode, and if I want to add another metaball ball type. Alright, and I'm going to scale. Okay, so if you can see here, if I want you need to click on the outer side to do the selection. So if I move, you can see the object will attach together, right? And you can click on your middle mouse button or the scroll button to rotate. Okay, so this is the metaball. Okay, it will look like a liquid. So when you attach, and if I move far away, they become separate lah. So it is easy for you if you want to model any object that required this kind of shape. So easy for you to control every part of your object. Okay, so let's say if I move the object on top, okay, we are going to create a snowman. View front auto. Okay, so remember, if I want to select the big one here, I need to right click on this line and I can adjust the size if I want to make it bigger, right? Okay, so let's say if you're done, you can what we need to do once finished, we need to convert. Okay, since if we click on the edit mode, we cannot see all the geometry and vertex on this object. Okay, so once finished, you go back to the object. You need to click on the object button here and scroll up, then you can see the convert to. So from here, we are going to convert from this meta to mesh. Okay, so this is our object. So when we so that when you click, after we convert, we can see the normal features for mesh. Okay, if I click edit mode, so you can see all the vertex or vertices on the on our metaball. So in here, if you want to increase the vertex or the vertices, you can simply press W, okay, and then choose subdivide. Okay, and you can click on the subdivide. Okay, if you click or you increase the number, so of course I need to press A. Okay, then click on the subdivide, so it will, you can see they increase the vertices number. Okay, and you can start edit your metaball. So okay, so if you want to apply material, the same technique, which you can click on the make sure you are in the edit mode, click on the material tab and you click on new. Okay, make sure all selected and you can click on the color that you want to apply. So then when you change to object mode, so you can see the color already applied to your metaball. Okay, so this is the first part on the metaball. Okay.